The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim. Great chance! It's fallen kindly here. They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Pele. Can he get on the end of this? He's found a way through. Shapes the shoots. It's in. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Conte. Out towards the flank. Shot could be on. Shot at goal! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Conte. Kessié. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a chance, and he shoots! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover the...
Szoboszlai! It's a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, easy pickings there. And he's quick to snatch it back. Lobbed in behind. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Szoboszlai. Pass is just off target. It's a really well-measured ball. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Simons. It's played through for him. That's the keeper's ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that has put paid to that. Played up towards the front line. And the counter is on. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Look, all they want to hear right now...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Watford have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. There's the start of the second half. Now it's Pele. He has found the way through. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Mbappe. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Zanetti. Baresi. And Kessié. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Could be danger here. Now then, the ball's come loose. And he's been shifted off it. He's found some space. Can he finish? Goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot and then open up the pitch to see what he can deliver from there. And he's expert once he does tuck into those little spaces and pick out whoever's making the runs. And for that reason, I think he could be crucial.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Rui Costa! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Oh, good-looking ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar. It's Neymar! Neymar! This boy is showbiz! He's got himself an absolute peach. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and as I describe that.
And the shot! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Rijkaard gets good distance on it. Nicely worked. Pele! Pele! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Well, they've got it again. Szoboszlai. Well, that has not gone well. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Palmer. That looks a decent ball. Neymar. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Pele. He is Richard, surely! What a wonderful goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Watford go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That's a decent clearance. Szoboszlai, and he cuts out the supply. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Watford come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Watford head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. That gets things going for the second half. Now it's Pele, and he's managed to... It's Pele! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
And it's made its way to him. Rui Costa calmly anticipates. Palmer. Neymar. Can he get it through? That's been cut out. Well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Batistuta. Oh, well played.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Played into space. No, that's been intercepted. Benzebaini. Forwards and with intent. Neymar. Kessié is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, nicely intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And this is Batistuta. Might be danger here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Rui Costa! Goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew he was never going to get to it.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So all square and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's had a hit! Rijkaard is there to clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Nicely shaped ball. And that's been slipped through. Oh, that is a good ball. Shot a goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Baresi reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
Tries to dink it through, and that has left him in a heap. Puyol promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Soboslai, and this is Pele, and the shot! And he's done it! So smooth, such a finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Pele. Watford are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the right. Now, can they get him away? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Baresi. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Mbappe. Great chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and...
Chance for a shot! Tremendous from Son Heung-min! He's got himself an absolute peach. Into the lead once more. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Watford go into the lead. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Watford have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Watford go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And we have our very first corner. Zanetti attempts a clearance. Watford are looking to go forward now. Conte. Five minutes till the break. That's a cute ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Zanetti. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Caceres gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Batistuta. And the first 45 minutes are up.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Watford head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. And the game has already resumed here. Kessié. Watford finding their passes. And this is Son Heung-min, and he's onside. Watford claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kessié.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace.
And Batistuta! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that.
This their second corner of the game. Zanetti with the clearance. Well, they've got it again. Chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And now they can spring out of defence. Son Heung-min doing full tilt down the left. He's picked his way through. They're urging him to shoot. Corner number 2 then. Soboslai with the short one. Takes a shot! And the keeper threw out a limb.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
That's a little off target. And here's Son Heung-min. He has found the way through. That has been slung wide. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And this is Son Heung-min. Oh, what has happened here? And he opts to go forward. And this is Son Heung-min.
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Look at the... Can he finish? He's scored!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So is this the start of a comeback? Soboslai. Shot could be on. Tries a... Oh, it's come off the upright. Knocks it into space. Time added on 4 minutes. And there goes the final whistle. Watford can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
It's Son Heung-min! Kessié! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kessié really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. Faced up, and the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That'll be a throw. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. He is through. It's Son Heung-min! It's bounced back off the post. And he's in on goal. Szoboszlai! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Shapes to shoot! And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a shade optimistic. Still goalless. Now it's Szoboszlai. Watford finding their passes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot at goal! Szoboszlai. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And it's Szoboszlai. Oh, it's a promising build-up. Goes for a shot!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And that could set him on his way. And this is Pele! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Szoboszlai! And the ball's come loose here. Played in deep. Big header! And he's done it! A goal at a really telling moment. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
A 1-0 lead established.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man.
And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the scoreline offers a fair reflection of the level of endeavour from both teams. I think they lead because they did most of the probing. A little more penetration, I think, should help them get the job done.
Watford are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Big chance! He has done it! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Watford are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Pull it. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Szoboszlai. And that's another good win of the ball. Stood up well to him there. Kvaratskhelia. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that's a good ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
And they've got rid. And that's been won straight back. Tries a deft little ball. And that was very necessary. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Nice sequence of passes, this. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Watford have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And that has been clubbed away. Szoboszlai. Can he get on the end of this? Conte. And he's intervened well there. Zanetti. Threads one in. And that's a nicely shaped ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking for the run. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! And it's hit the woodwork and out! So that's it. It is all over. Watford are enjoying their moments of collective.